What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson and today we're going to be talking about what the heck just happened to the Bitcoin price. So we did see a dump today. Bitcoin is currently down 3.87%. Ethereum is following Bitcoin to the downside and most of the top cryptos are following Bitcoin to the downside. Just a sea of red across the board. Something really strange is going on with the Bitcoin price right now. And if you look at this chart on the daily, you can see that since the March crash at 38.58, we've seen 3 repeat fractal patterns take place. And this does give some supporting evidence to show that the bots and algos are in control of this market right now. One of my mods in Discord has been pointing this out for the past few days, that this fractal pattern is very likely to play out. Guys, if you're not in the Discord channel, click the link below and join the Discord channel. It's totally free. We got an awesome community there. And one of my mods discussed this. I kind of ignored it, figured, fractal patterns aren't always that reliable. Also, I know Crypto Zombie was talking about this. And also Donovan Jolly from DIY Investing has been posting about this for a while. This is one of Donovan's tweets from August 18th. He extrapolated the last pattern we saw in the Bitcoin chart, overlaid it onto the current price action. And as of right now, things are playing out pretty much exactly as they did before. So let's look at the Bitcoin price here on the daily. If you're looking at the bottom left of the screen after the COVID crash, we formed this pattern right here, kind of like a rising wedge, couple touch points to the top, touch points to the bottom, upward sloping price with this center piece. And then we break down out of this pattern, trade sideways, and then rally up once again. We find a high, a higher high, and then we form the exact same pattern. A couple touch points to the top, a few touch points to the bottom with this center piece of lower highs. Then we break down, trade sideways, run up again. And if you're looking at the current pattern that we're in, it's almost the exact same thing. We find a high, a higher high, just like before, a couple touch points to the top, a few touch points to the bottom with this centerpiece of lower highs, and then you break down out of this pattern. So this is quite strange, guys, and this does show some supporting evidence that there could be algos and bots in control of the market right now. And if you just map out the resistance and the support of that previous pattern, and mark it up to where we are now, which is our current potential fractal pattern. After we traded sideways, we ran up back into this upward sloping channel. So if this fractal pattern is going to play out again, very likely we would see some sideways action outside of the upward sloping channel range, consolidate before running up again, pushing us towards potentially 13,800. And this is a really interesting level for this resistance to be coming in at, because as we know, 13,800 is the previous high, the previous macro high during the bull run. So right around that area is actually the target right now if this fractal pattern does play out. And looking at the chart like this, if this pattern does play out, this would be really awesome bullish structure. And whoever's controlling the price of Bitcoin right now, manipulating the price, they're setting us up for a major bull run actually. And basically right now, what it seems like to me is there's not enough interest in Bitcoin for the market to organically move. There's obviously somebody in control of the market running some bots and algos, actually pushing the price higher and making the market uptrend. And looking at the weekly chart now, this could be setting us up for a really powerful move to the upside. And if you're looking at the stock to flow model, this would be putting us pretty much right on track with what the stock to flow model suggests Bitcoin should be doing at this point in time. And how are we going to know if this is playing out, right? How are we going to know if this fractal pattern is actually going to be playing here? Well, one thing you can do is take a look at the 10-week EMA, which is where we found support before. If this fractal pattern is going to play out, we would most likely be holding the 10-week EMA on this next consolidation, however long this consolidation may take, before getting the next major push to the upside. So if Bitcoin starts to fall below the 10-week EMA, then I would say the fractal is probably invalidated at that point. But as of right now, things look pretty interesting. The fractal looks like it's intact. It could be in play. And I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on this potential fractal pattern that could play out over the next couple weeks. And also just to mention, the S&P 500 is now pushing into new all-time high territory. We are seeing a continued push to the upside, currently up 0.36% today, trading around 3,443. A lot of people are wondering, why isn't Bitcoin mooning if the S&P is mooning? The correlation between Bitcoin and the S&P is a general correlation. It's not directly correlated all the time, but what we've noticed is that when the S&P is bearish, Bitcoin is generally bearish as well. And when the S&P is bullish, Bitcoin is generally bullish as well, right? And that is how this is playing out. So it is pretty clearly correlated here. It's not directly correlated all the time, but Bitcoin from a macro perspective is looking quite bullish right now, especially if this fractal does play out. It's looking quite bullish here. But if you guys found this video interesting, definitely hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also join Patreon if you guys want to see what altcoins I'm accumulating. And last but not least, sign up for the CryptoWatch platform and sign up for the new CryptoWatch desktop app using those links below. I do have a tutorial that you can watch that helps you get set up on the CryptoWatch platform, explains the platform a little bit. Watch the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next video.